Hi again, everybody. It's Kevin Canessa coming to you from the newsroom of The Observer and TheObserver.com on this, the 13th day of June in the year 2022. Sure hope you're enjoying your Monday, no matter where it is you are in the country. And as you do each and every week, you welcome me into your home so that I might bring you this week's news. And from the front page that you can see on the left side of your screen, the headline is Passing the Torch. On Friday of last week, the Special Olympics Law Enforcement Torch Run made its way from Lyndhurst to North Arlington to Kearney and then Harrison. And of course, they passed us by right here. Did the Kearney Police Department. That's Officer Anthony Oliveira in the middle of the large picture carrying the torch. And he's joined by students from Lincoln School and other members of the police department. And then, of course, in the inset, that's our friends Tim Wagner, Captain Tim Wagner, who you read the blotter from each and every week, and Detective Danny Steves, who is on the left side of that picture. So great job out of all of the police departments that participated from Lyndhurst, North Arlington, Harrison, and East Newark. The Special Olympics are in Trenton, as they are every year, and one of the Olympians is from Kearney and ran with the team from Lincoln School to the Kearney ShopRite. So check out the picture in the two pictures here, and then there are other pictures as well that you can find at theobserver.com only. As we move on to the inside, did you know that Kearney has a parking problem? I'm kidding, of course you do. And to help alleviate this, the town is having a meeting on the 21st of June with a parking consultant. There are more discussions and new discussions where input is going to be required from residents about parking as it exists right now. You and I know that it's not easy to park if you live here. There's a lot of double parking along Kearney Avenue. Every morning when I drive through, you see it. And whether it's Amazon trucks or regular deliveries or just, Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, or people just needing to get into stores and there's no parking available, you know how treacherous the conditions can be. Ask my friend Sean McDonald. He'll tell you how frustrating it can be on any given day. So this meeting will take place on the 21st of June at Town Hall in the council chambers. It's also the last time the council chambers will be used for quite some time, because this summer they will be renovating the council chambers to bring it up to a modern look and to install new audio-visual equipment. It's a shame because the AV equipment isn't all that old, but if you've ever watched one of the videos online on the town website or on Verizon TV, you know how terrible the audio is, and even the video picture is only 320 by 240, so that's 320p when 1080p is the standard. So they'll be replacing that, and the town council will have its summer meetings in July and likely August, maybe even beyond that, in the auditorium at Kearney High School for those months. Only one meeting a month in July and in August. And once it's done, it should look fantastic. Continuing along, in Kearney, there will be two contested races for the town council in the third and fourth wards. In the third ward, it is Councilwoman Eileen Eckel, the incumbent Democrat, who will be running against David Paskevich, who is a teacher at Kearney High School, the pastor of a Baptist church in town, and pretty well-known girls crew coach as well. Dave has many years of experience teaching at Kearney High. He's running as an unaffiliated candidate with Sidney Ferreira, who we'll get into in just a moment, but he, I believe, is a registered Republican, so this will be the first time that there is a November contested race in quite some time, so we'll see what happens in that third ward. And in the fourth ward, there is a race with the newcomer, Theodoropoulos, against the aforementioned Sidney Ferreira, who, of course, ran for mayor last year against Al Santos in the primary unsuccessfully. In Harrison, Mayor James A. Fife will face a battle with more than likely say, against former councilman Anselmo Milan, who is running as an unaffiliated candidate. This is a rematch of the 2018 Democratic primary, where Milan ran against Fife unsuccessfully. In fact, I believe it was a thumping in 2018. So we'll see what happens in 2018, and we just kind of hope that it is a clean campaign and that it stays sort of peaceful throughout. But we'll see what happens in the coming weeks and months, and we will be on top of it from start to finish. Some more police stuff this week. The Kearney Police Department, with John Fabula, the detective, who was also a member of the department's bike squad, had a bike safety event at Lincoln School 2 weekends ago. We have a collage of photos from that event. Great job from John and the rest of the department. I know George King was there, as was Scott McPhee, the chief and the deputy chief, respectively. So check that out on page number 4. And Tim Wagner has an interesting blotter this week. The lead entry is about a woman who went away from rehab. And when she came back from rehab, she walked in on her boyfriend, or her ex, I guess now, in bed with someone else. And she wound up stealing money from his safe and 2 Xanax pills, according to Wagner. Check that out, right off of rehab. Page number 5, our good friend Dr. John Brandwell has been named the president of the New Jersey Podiatric Medical Society, a prestigious position, a very, very, very well-known organization among podiatrists in the state of New Jersey. He takes office 2 years earlier than he was scheduled to do for unforeseen reasons, and he was sworn in as president last month in a ceremony in Atlantic City, because he didn't want to do the story at first, but then he gave in. So good job out of Dr. John Brandwell, and we congratulate him on assuming the presidency of this prestigious organization. In Belleville, the town has received a grant to help keep the township clean. There's a lot of planters along Washington Avenue, so this will help to keep those, and for new ones to be planted along the Washington Avenue corridor. In sports, Jason Bernstein has 3 sports stories, including one about the North Arlington Athletic Hall of Fame, the inductions that were supposed to take place in 2020 but didn't. Can't imagine why that happened, but they finally did recently. He's got a story about a player from Belleville who played in a North-South Phil Simms game, and an athlete of the week, too. We're not going to tell you who that is because we want you to pick the paper up and figure out who it was. And it's the last one of the year. So upcoming soon will be the Athlete of the Year. This will be the first time Jason chooses the Athlete of the Year, and there'll be a male and a female representative. Who will it be? We can only imagine. As we do each and every week, there are 2 pages of classifieds. So if you need a place to rent, if you are looking for a job, if you have a situation wanted where you need to get your gutters cleaned or cleaned out or anything like that, and you're not sure who to turn to, you should check the Observer Classifieds out, because you're going to find somebody or a place to live or whatever it is that you're looking for in those 2 pages. And that's it for this week's edition of the Observer Live. I want to thank each and every one of you for logging on and for joining me today. It's about 9 minutes past the hour. Enjoy what remains of your Monday. Have a fantastic, fantastic rest of the week. And we hope to see you back here again very, very soon. Have a good rest of your night, everybody. Goodbye.